All right, everybody, you know what time it is. It's the Freezin 4 NFC North Podcast, episode 179, NFC North 2026 Free Agency Frenzy. First week, which division team improved the most so far? You know what I'm going to say, but who knows? Lots to talk about. I am NFL Outdated. You can find me on Twitter X, on YouTube, on Instagram, and find us all on Freezin 4 Pod on TikTok. And always love having you back on, Trevor. Where can everyone find you as we get started?
Thanks for having me on. Good to see you guys. I'm RevTrevNFL. Well, I'm RevTrev, but I'm RevTrevNFL everywhere. Check me out. As you can see, again, I'm posting tons of content. So if you love the Packers, if you love the NFL, if you love one or either of those things, you should give me a follow. So, but glad to be back. It feels good to be back.
I tell you, yeah. I mean, you always bring the energy, and always love that. And always love having our Vikings people on as well. Dre, always welcome back. Where can everyone find you, sir?
It's good to be back. Sorry, I missed last week. But yeah, you can hit me up on X, Twitter, at Skullman Sports.
That's okay. We definitely like and subscribe, all that, and we definitely piled on the Vikings in your absence, so it was quite glorious on that. And we got more stuff to come, and that's why we got the double amount of the Vikings, people tonight. So where can everyone find you, Skull Geek?
Well, I always like to keep it simple. Just only place you can find me is on Twitter X at Skull Geek. And thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely. Well, free agency time here in draft and all that stuff. And so I feel like we're all like geeks here, geeking out over signings and players and 40 times and NFL speed and all that stuff. So lots of great stuff, lots of stuff that we can talk about that maybe other people don't want to hear, like winners and losers and all this stuff. And obviously, it's been an interesting first week. It's been an interesting last couple days. Maxx, Crosby, watch, all that. We'll get to that. And hey, Bears are still in the sweepstakes for that, which, if they get him a discount, and we can talk about that as well. I am okay if it's a little bit discount. I was obviously, Maxx Crosby's a heck of a player, right? But 2 firsts, that's a lot. That's a lot. So
especially for an injured guy.
Yeah, and he's a heck of a player, so I don't know how much that really means. But as we're kind of getting going, welcome always. 7th letter. Where can everyone find you?
You can find me 7th letter 4 on Twitter X, same OG on Instagram and Facebook. Man, I'm sorry I'm late. Trying to get off the phone with one of my old friends. I apologize. He kept.
Oh no, that's important. That's important. We're your new friends, and old friends are good too.
True. It was not. He was drinking. I just didn't know how to. I was looking for an open, and he never gave it. So
he said he was drinking.
Yes.
Well, speaking of that, I'm drinking the Bears Kool-Aid. So let's go ahead. That's a perfect transition.
My boy Khalif, man.
Exactly. So let's get right into it, since we are the NFC North champions, and so we have center stage here. So the Bears, obviously, one of the big things is they, lost Drew Dahlman. They lost Edmonds, Byard, and obviously traded DJ Moore. So main thing, obviously, the surprising news, Drew Dahlman, center, retiring. So that was obviously, one of the top centers in the game. That was tough. All right. So then the Bears went ahead and traded for the Patriots center, Garrett Bradbury. And yes. So at first I'm like, okay, well, they addressed the need. And,
did you though?
We'll get there. Obviously, Tyler Linderbaum was going to be crazy expensive.
Yeah,
which he turned out to be. Yeah. Bradbury, I'm like, okay, well, he's not as good as Dahlman, but it's a veteran, and maybe he'll perform better next to some of the other players. But obviously, then I kind of saw some of the video and then remembered the Vikings commentary on him. So, Goal Geek, when you saw the signing, I mean, what were your thoughts? Or
I was excited, honestly. I'll jump right in. I was honestly super excited to see that the Bears signed Garrett Bradbury. I mean, he's actually good against, okay talent at the defensive tackle and nose tackle positions. But when you get a big guy like Dexter Lawrence or Tavier, I can't remember the Titans' huge defensive tackle. Anyway, they just forklift the guy right back into the quarterback, and that's going to happen every single time against anyone that's oversized. He's just going to get pushed right back into the quarterback, and so I'm really excited to see what Flores does with that, because it's going to be ugly for you guys. Honestly, going from Dahlman to Garrett Bradbury. I mean, I think they must have hidden his weaknesses a little bit better in New England. So maybe they can kind of do a little bit of that, have some bigger guards to help him out, or just like cheat over a little bit more, But he's going to have a real tough time. And, Seventh Letter can attest to the fact when you lose a center like Frank Ragnow, you lose Dahlman, it's a big deal the next year.
What? I'd have paid Lindenbaum whatever you wanted.
I was kind of thinking that too, but what I have heard Chicago radio and everything in blogs and things like that Garrett Bradbury is a good fit in the zone blocking scheme that Ben Johnson wants to run. So,
they
obviously
used to call him the Grim Reacher because he can get those reach blocks,
Yeah. So, and obviously now there's some chatter as well that, Bradbury's, in there, but they're going to target a center in the draft. I believe there's one from K-State that they may target. So, so I'm glad, number one, that they went with a veteran. Obviously, I would have loved to go with a better veteran, but the center is important. So they have a veteran, a stopgap, and maybe they can get a center in the draft.
I think the K-State guy's name is Sam Hecht.
Yes, I did see that as well. So, so that's a possibility. Obviously, you never know how the draft's going to shake down. So, obviously, that's a big one. Dre, you obviously don't think the Bears address their needs there.
No, I mean, Scully put it on. Like, I mean, he plays okay, like against kind of relatively normal size. He is a small center though, so that's been his biggest problem. Is that like he said that he's gonna get run over if there's a decently sized defensive tackle going up against him.
Have you seen that picture with Garrett Bradbury in the center, and then Kyle Rudolph on one side, and then Brian O'Neill on the other side? He looks like the little brother. He's just this little tiny guy. He looks like he's not a center. He doesn't look like a very big person.
Yeah.
And they say he's 300 pounds. No way. That dude is like 270, 280.
Dominic Raiola, man. Dominic Raiola. That was our special. Otherwise, you just get pushed back every time. That's why we never could win. As soon as they put a big nose tackle on them, done.
Okay, so hearing all this, it does worry me a little bit, but hey, hopefully, they can obviously scheme up with the other the rest of the linemen as well. So we have
the O-line for that Ben Johnson offense, man. Good luck. Good luck. Hey, yo, good luck.
Well, all right. So the other big news is DJ Moore was traded to the Buffalo Bills, and obviously DJ in a 5th round, I believe in 2026 or 7. I have to look at that again.
All you got was a 5th for
no. DJ Moore and a 5th, and we got a 2nd round pick in 2026. Okay, right. So that's what I was excited about, because when they initially came out, they said mid round. I'm like, 3rd, 4th. I mean, it's hard to kind of like get super excited. But they did it early enough in the cycle that they kind of were ahead of the curve, and getting a 2nd round pick from Buffalo. Obviously, Buffalo kind of needed a go-to wide receiver. It's a lot of money for DJ Moore in the Bears offense. So I love DJ Moore, but looking at him with Buffalo, I'm going to actually be cheering for him in Buffalo. It's just crazy on Twitter. I went back and forth with Packer fans, and you can kind of obviously answer this. I'm still a DJ Moore stan. All right. and we're going back and forth. Which is the better wide receiver, Christian Watson or DJ Moore? It has to be DJ Moore.
I agree.
In different ways, though, because Christian Watson changes the Packers' offense. You know what I mean? Christian Watson,
when he's on the field.
Yes, that's the only thing. He's not on the field. When he's on the field, they run the ball better, and that's what I'm most afraid of. When you run the ball, I get scared because if you ever to run, you can't win. You can't, it's over. So when Christian Watson is on the field, it scares me more. DJ Moore, I don't know. I don't like his attitude.
Yeah, Christian Watson has a better attitude than DJ Moore for sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know about that.
DJ Moore's a liar,
you know DJ Moore be over there. He walked off the field on y'all 2 years ago. So don't remember? You forgot?
No, well, he also had 2 huge catches against the Packers.
He's winning. So. Yo, you dance when you win. It's hard.
Do you know what's interesting?
Winning. You know what I'm saying? And you good, and you got something to fight for. But when there was nothing to fight for, you walked off the field.
Have you ever heard a term, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree?
I also heard the term. I don't even know if it's a term, but if you put a fucking moldy lemon next to 2 healthy ones, you make them bitches rot too. And that's what he was about to do to Rome, and he was about to do that to the other one. You know what I'm saying?
All right. That's fair.
I got rid of 13 and sent them back to California.
Keenan Allen, yeah.
But DJ Moore, you had just paid him, so you had to keep him. They finally got him off. And he got, Luther Burton better than him to me.
I agree. Well, what I was going to say is Christian Watson, I think you know where I'm going with this, Trav. Christian Watson, obviously, talented player. His, I believe it's his dad is pretty active on Twitter. And going back and forth, and his dad has blocked me on Twitter.
Boy.
And I think a lot of times, that sometimes you have family members of players, they say what players are really saying, but can't say. And they can say, oh, well, my dad said it or my brother said it, but that's what they're saying. So I don't know about Christian Watson, about his attitude going forward, availability, all of that. So
it's all that trash you been talking. It's finally starting to catch up to you.
When your son get to the NFL, you're gonna be worse. Worse. Way worse.
Here, speaking of worse, shout out to Goose. We go back and forth on Twitter a lot. He talks more about other teams than his own. My team isn't worth talking about. Ouch. Oh, come on. Bears, we're the team to talk about, Goose. We are the NFC North champions.
For
now. All right, so let's talk about a few more. I know.
Wait a minute. You didn't even let me talk about this. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So
go ahead.
Before he got traded to the Bears or signed or whatever happened, I told you that I love DJ Moore and I wanted him to be a Packer. And it sucked that he was a Bear, and he did torch us this year a couple times. That catch at the end was crazy. I'm ecstatic that he's gone from the Bears because I think he's a really good guy, a really great wide receiver. That is. That is. If you're a Buffalo Bills fan, how are you not thrilled about that? When's the last time you had a quality wide receiver like DJ Moore entering? Josh Allen Jacobs. You can tell I'm a Packers fan. He must be thrilled. So
wasn't DJ Moore a Maryland Terp too? Like Diggs? Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. So Trev, like a lot of the Buffalo media, they were not sold on DJ Moore. They're like, well, what are we getting? He's being paid a lot, and obviously production was down this year, which you can say it was down, but he wasn't asked to do the same things in the Ben Johnson offense, number one. And number two, for whatever reason, he just didn't have the cohesion with Caleb Williams.
Well, and that's fair. That's fair. But what do Buffalo Bills fans know about anything? They were so mad when they drafted Josh Allen. So
not all.
Wait until the season starts, guys, before you hit the panic button. But as someone who's followed DJ Moore's career, I'm telling you, I can't remember the last time the Buffalo Bills had a good wide receiver like him. Now, is he trending down? Maybe. But I'm telling you, he's fantastic, and I'm pumped for them. But I'm more pumped that he's no longer in the division. I'm so glad that, and you're going to probably clip this, I'm so glad Adunze and what's his name? Burton. Burton is gonna. Everyone's like, "Oh, Burton, he's so great. He's so great. He's so great." And it's like, "Oh, go look at the playoffs. He wasn't great. He was terrible." And everyone's like, "Well, DJ Moore was in the way." You have no more excuses. You better produce in the playoffs. Just saying.
Well, I'm gonna say, obviously, and we needed kind of a complimentary wide receiver. We did lose. A receiver to the Atlanta Falcons, and we got good old Khalif Raymond, which is in a Ben Johnson offense. That's a perfect fit there. We lost Olamide Zacchaeus back
I named my dog after Khalif Raymond.
All right, so now you get to watch them face your team, seventh letter. Khalif Raymond, I think, is going to be a good fit in the Ben Johnson offense.
What kind of dog is it first? I want to know.
It's a collie, so I named him Collie.
Exactly. I thought you were going to say a poodle.
No, his name is Collie. His name Khalif, the black collie, man.
Love that.
Okay.
Love that. Look some I love this. Raymond is a tough football player, very good. And so I like what he's going to do. We're gonna definitely talk about who has won the free agency. We'll kind of get that as we kind of go so far.
You always win. You spent the most money. Yeah, you win again.
Oh, so not a lot of people think that. So let's get back to a couple of the Bears signings, and not what I expected. Obviously, I thought the Bears might sign Kevin Byard. We're still trying to figure out Brisker, I believe, because I think he's probably gone. But Kobe Bryant, I mean, that's a heck of a safety. And in the Dennis Allen offense, he is pretty versatile, and that's what they were kind of looking for. So Byard kind of, wasn't as, obviously a little bit older too, I believe, but not as versatile as Kobe Bryant. So I like that signing as well. Devin Bush, he's a smaller linebacker out of Michigan. Went to the Steelers, evidently didn't kind of fit in well with what they did, but did well with the Browns, and is poised to have an impact with the Bears.
Bum. He's a bum, and you know it.
Why is he a bum?
He is a bum. He's a first-round pick. He's a bum. He's a bum.
Yeah, but you gotta. Sometimes you have to be able to fit the defense, and that makes a difference.
You don't get drafted in the first round to fit a defense. You're getting drafted in the first round because you're special. He's not. Right. He's a bum.
So my guy Nick Whalen, he's been on here a few times. Lots of stuff about the Bears. So really, he's a good. He plays a vertical disruption, gap penetrating scheme, and the Browns did, and so he was good in chaos. And I think when you have someone who's going to be a disruptor and be able to read and react, I'm excited for him. Obviously, he's not the splash play that I thought, but I'm excited for how he's going to fit Dennis Allen. And when you look at Dennis Allen, the first year, he was kind of putting together with pieces that didn't match. Now this is kind of the year that they're really trying to fit what they want to do, offense and defense. And so
can I talk now?
You may, sir.
All right. So, no. You're not going to do this either. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. More bullshit. Am I like personnel-wise, the Bears defense pretty complete.
It was or is.
Good. You got a good front four, pretty good front four. They just don't play well. All right? They just don't play up to their potential. None of them. That's, I don't know, that's probably Dennis Allen. Probably. You know what I'm saying? When he was defending, even when y'all sucked, the defense was turning the ball over. Y'all always turned the ball over. So you had all these turnovers, and what happened? Because you got good players on your defense.
We had
players on your defense.
Whoa. Are you saying good things about the Bears defense when you didn't like Big Nose on my team?
Fat nose is good when you all you got to do is ask him to either cover or if the defensive tackle protects him, he's pretty good. But
Edmonds is gone now, and his money is gone. And
Yeah,
we've
but
replaced
Where did
him.
Jermaine Edmonds go?
Yeah, I think to like the Giants or something.
Yes, to the Giants. They
Yeah.
cut him and signed with the
Giants
Giants.
gonna be good. Giants gonna be good, by the way. They're gonna be good.
I tell you what, I get, kind of Bears were injured, and the biggest thing with the Bears this year off season is they've wanted to get faster. So team speed has been the main goal. Kobe Bryant's faster. As much as you can say a defensive lineman is faster, Neville Gallimore is faster than what we had. Andrew Billings. All right. We have Devin Bush is faster. Obviously, he may get kind of lost, I think, behind big linemen, but he's going to make those plays that are going to be splash plays. So there is the potential there to improve. And we also have Za Frazier, who was injured all last year as a cornerback. So the Bears, and you get Jalen Johnson coming back as well. He was hurt and really trying to work himself back in. So, hey, I get it. Everyone wants to take shots at the champs.
You suck.
All right. Let's.
We gonna bust our ass again next year. If the Packers do what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
the Packers you twice too, but then gave you back. You know what I'm saying? All
right, seventh letter. I'm going to give you a chance here. The Lions. All right. So, free agency, they haven't done a lot. So go ahead and what are your thoughts so far on the Lions free agency?
Taylor Decker, he could have been went. I'm good with that. Okay. David Montgomery didn't want to be here no more. I'm gonna miss him. He served us well, but time to go. Whatever. Bye. Isaiah Pacheco, he ain't good like he used to be. But if we get a good O-line, if our O-line is built back, he should be a little effective. But we can score in the red zone again, which, I want to always have a team that can beat you different ways. And we just became very one-dimensional. Only time we can score is on Jameer Gibbs big plays or a slant that, J-Mo took to the house.
Go back to
For a song. Yeah. Honestly, we only paying him $1.8 million. Like, that's a steal, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he, he'll do good in short yardage and stuff like that. So I'm all right with that. K Mays, I think we stole with that one because with Linderbaum ended up getting paid, he probably could have asked for a little more. He was probably the third best. Second, third best, and then Larry.
The center position is crazy. I mean, Linderbaum just
reset. I'd have paid him $10 more million. I'm telling you, we need.
It's important. It's important. Yeah,
you need him. We couldn't even see blitzes. None of that stuff. We like Ragnar left. He used to all those blitzes. It was getting picked up. No, not no more. Like what I'm saying. So that's why the Vikings beat the shit out of us twice because this bum in the middle. Larry Borom. I don't know. No.
The former Bear, Larry Borom.
Yeah, he's a bum.
He is a bum. Yes, thank you. Okay, I was waiting for you to say that.
Malcolm Rodriguez. I like Malcolm Rodriguez. I always will. Yeah, I think. Listen, bro. The center position is probably the second most important position on the offense, man. I'm telling you, it's very important. That's why we didn't go to the playoffs, bro. The center. Period. I'm telling you. The center. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Rock Ya-Sin played real good for us. We did lose homeboy from Louisiana State. He was good for us, but he was getting cooked a lot last year. Too confident.
So what I loved is it was before the Pacheco signing is the meme. I don't know if anyone saw this. The how the Lions basically signed nobody and they spent $0.
Oh, we had to restructure golf. We restructured golf. We got $32 million now. So
what you're saying is the Lions window has passed.
No, we just trying to build them. You know what I think we're doing? I noticed we letting go a lot of the slow players that we had. I think we're trying to get more speed on defense too. So I'm all right with that. We're trying to rebuild our O-line, and we got 10 picks now in the draft, which is good. And we're trying to build out team like depth and just solid players and have a little bit more speed. And I think that I'm fine with that because I do think after what the Seahawks did and showed us, like they good now. So we got to definitely.
They've lost a lot of people.
They did.
They have lost a lot of people. Yeah,
they did. But what they showed last year with the defense, it was hard to. The Eagles just cry. I don't even understand. It's not even fair. I don't even understand. Like, there's no such thing. And if the Packers get fucking Jalen Carter, though, like
that's been refuted. That's been refuted.
There's no such thing as the salary cap. There's no such thing.
I agree.
It's not fair. Why everybody else get to have everything they want except for me? It's crazy.
The offense was the problem. Hello.
The offense was the problem with who? Us?
No, yeah, I think he means that the defense was actually the problem.
The Lions?
Yeah.
No, the offense was the problem too. We couldn't score in the red zone.
All right. Yeah.
We only scored on plays over 20 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like
when
we got the red zone, we had to kick field goals, and my field goal kicker was bugging out this year. So, like, we need to be able to close those, get 6 and not 3. You know what I mean?
The Vikings have the best kicker in maybe the NFL, but definitely the NFC North.
Oh. Ooh.
That's
not
100%. That's not debatable.
Oh, it's debatable.
It's debatable, and there's going to be somebody who's wrong, and it's definitely
the Bears have the worst dancer for a kicker.
Your boy finally made some long kicks last year, and
he made some knuckleballs. He made some knuckleballs in some tough conditions in Soldier Field. So
all that tells me that he's going to revert back to the
norm.
He
got to do it again.
You're sounding like Packer fans now.
He's going to revert back to the norm.
All this stuff. Well, let's give the Vikings fans, and I'll give the stage now. Obviously, not much going on with the Vikings either.
Hardly anything.
I'm going to go with you first, Dre. What are your thoughts on the obviously major signing in Aaron Jones?
Yeah, I think I'm more on the. I don't know what. I hope that they address the running back position in the draft, because otherwise, it's going to be kind of annoying that they re-signed him. If they do address it, then I'll be fine with it, because he is a great player, good locker room environment. He has that leadership. He's productive when he's on the field, but he gets banged up a lot, so that I'm a little skeptical on that if they're really going to try defending on him too much like that. I'm not totally against it, but I need to see what they do about the running back room, because Mason isn't the number one right now, and I think they need to pick it up. I mean, there's rumors that given how the trades have gone, that that running back from Notre Dame is going to fall to 18. There's rumors of that. So so there's rumor.
I don't think he's going to fall to 18.
I mean, I can hope, I would like that. I wouldn't mind it.
We can dream.
Yeah, exactly. So
on the 4-3, no way.
They will draft running back.
Ooh, Sully coming in with the will draft a running back, huh?
I mean, I think there's talent there enough, maybe in the later rounds too, that I based on a few people I've seen, I think they could pick up a running back in the later rounds. So I'm not against it. I'm a little upset by the Jalen Naylor one. I think that's the one that I'm a little upset, because the one thing the Vikings.
But can you believe how much they paid him? Freaking
that.
Are they saying?
I understand why he's going
number 2? He's not.
Yeah. No,
you don't think so? He was busting out last year pretty good.
I feel like he's a wide receiver 3 personally, but I mean, they paid him like he's a 2.
Who was that 3 a few years ago that I think went to the Patriots and then the Raiders? That was he was good. He had good for a few games.
The dude with the really nice hair. Dang it.
Hair?
I'm sorry.
No.
No, he played for the Patriots in the he had that
me,
big
but
game
yeah,
against the
basically.
Panthers. Oh my gosh, everybody's gonna kill me for not knowing this.
But yeah, basically,
I know it. I just can't think of it. But yeah,
you know, I think most of these receivers, with how good they are, they could.
KJ, it was KJ.
KJ, yes, they can have great games, but to sustain it, you know, obviously that's why Justin Jefferson gets paid the way he does, as well. I did want to ask you to comment too. There's rumors, Skull Geek. I don't know if you saw on social media, Jordan Addison posted a picture of himself in a Bears jersey.
Yeah.
So there was a rumor that maybe he was going to get traded to the Bears.
No, that doesn't mean anything. That's so ridiculous. He's not even trying to stir up rumors. I mean, people can't wear jerseys anymore. It's just ridiculous. I mean, that Lambo was pretty nice too. I think he was just trying to match the Lambo. Yeah. Anyway, but I do have to put some respect on Jalen Redmond's name. It's not Eric Redmond.
Oh, okay.
Jalen Redmond might be the best defensive tackle in the NFC North. That guy's incredible. And UDFA, I don't.
I mixed up with Eric Wilson. My bad.
Eric Wilson, yes.
Oh,
Eric
yeah.
Wilson and
Okay, Jalen Redmond.
That signing I was very happy about. Like I like that they brought him back.
So really the only free agent that we signed besides people that were already on our team is James Pierre. Yeah. And I'm kind of excited about the guy. I don't know everybody's roster, but when I looked into the PFF numbers, I saw that he was like the second rated cornerback in the NFL. I think that means that he didn't play very much on the Steelers. But he had really good numbers. I think he had a couple of picks with hardly any playing time. So we'll see what he does when he comes to. He apparently played for Flores while he had that little cup of coffee in Pittsburgh, but he might be good. I don't know. I'm excited to find out. But one thing that I'm excited about this free agency is us not spending a whole lot of money. Usually people are like, "Oh, we got to spend this and spend that." I mean, look at the free agents that we got last year. We really didn't do much. I mean, Hargrave's gone, and they're already talking about getting rid of Jonathan Grenard and Jonathan Allen.
Oh yeah, he might get traded. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just like we get free agents and they really don't do a whole lot. Grenard is awesome. I hope we keep him, but Jonathan Allen and Hargrave are gone. So it's just like, I'm kind of glad that Rob Brzezinski isn't spending a whole ton of money right now. He's just kind of trimming some fat. Hopefully. The only thing I want Brzezinski to do is just kill this draft. We have to hit in this draft. With Kwesi gone, I mean, everybody was talking trash about Kwesi all these years. I got to say it. He was just terrible. Like one of the worst GMs I've ever seen with drafting GMs, I guess. He was able to find a few gems here and there in the UDFA market and in the free agency, but at the same time, you have to build through the draft in order to be good. So I'm excited that we're not spending a whole lot of money in free agency is basically what that boils down to.
Yeah, Sully here thinks that Greenard will be traded in the next 24 hours. Obviously, things may happen, fast.
Why y'all want to trade him?
I don't know why they want to trade him. I think it's just he's saying that he wants a new contract, but he's not up for a new contract. He should just make him play on the contract that he's got. I mean, he's the one that signed the contract. I don't know. That's how I'd play it.
I think he's also I think there's also just like he's been playing really well, so that the trade value is there, and like they're probably looking to like just get stuff for him, especially with obviously the defensive end like market is like there's a lot of demand for that right now. So I think that's, if anything, I would love if they could keep him. Don't get me wrong.
You can't replace these defensive ends like that.
I will say though that, and I've said this a number of times, I think Flores can do more with less. So if there's a defensive corner that I would trust to do,
listen to him. Do more with less.
Well, speaking of doing more with less, that's a perfect segue. Maybe they are creating cap space for a certain quarterback trade.
That I mean, like I'm not against it. Yeah, I
Oh,
think
here we
he's
go.
flying out
Perfect
tonight.
timing.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
he's flying tonight or tomorrow morning or whatever it is. I'm not against it. He's going to be cheap because he's just going to be on the league minimum because the Cardinals owe him like so much money. So, I mean, to be honest, like I'm not against it no matter what it leads to, whether he does well and he's to start over JJ or it pushes JJ to be a great option. You know, like I'm not against it. I would take Murray over taking Cousins or Rodgers back. Yeah, Gino.
Yeah.
I'm all for that. I don't mind if we try to get Richardson, but the thing is, Richardson, like from the Colts, like
No.
I'm saying I don't mind it, but I don't want them to pay a lot for him, and so that's because he's a trade value, whereas Murray is just a signing deal.
I mean,
tell you what,
I'm a Gators fan because I grew up in Florida and a Vikings fan, and I had to watch Anthony Richardson for 2.5 years, and he's the most frustrating player on the planet. He's one of those guys that you're like, man, I wish he could just do this, and then all of a sudden he's doing it in one game. You're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be so freaking good now. He's incredible. And then the next game, he's making the exact same mistakes that you thought that he fixed the last game, and it's just constant. It just happens just like that over and over and over.
Beware of what you wish for, because that's kind of Kyler Murray as well. Like he'll just make some amazing plays. Although I think if any two people can make him better, KOC, 7th letter of the big KOC, right? And and having a receiver like Justin Jefferson. I mean, I think and I think playing inside as well, I think that could help him. So the upside for Kyler Murray, Minnesota, to me, that's more scary than JJ McCarthy at all. I don't know what, I mean, and if you all think, what about you? I mean, we haven't asked your opinion yet, Trev. I mean, would you be scared with Kyler Murray going to the Vikings?
I think he has talent.
Yep.
I just think he needs better coaching, and we'll see. We'll see. I don't always just say this guy's terrible. You will always be terrible. I think that's just bad takes by people, not lazy takes by people.
Yeah. Yep.
He had some great moments
for sure.
And I don't know. I mean, what is out there? Are we going to bring back Kirk Cousins? Is that what we're going to do? No. So there's not a lot of options. And I just think with some good coaching and maybe that there's no pressure that he's going to play every snap, maybe he gets his game back. I don't know. All I know is the problem is that they want JJ to be the guy. And it's like, now it's going to be on Kyler Murray if JJ sucks again. It's like, at least he was a starting quarterback. It's not, he's just some, career backup. So I don't hate it. I don't love it. I just kind of feel like I'm in between. I can see both sides of the coin on this one.
And the best part about it is we don't have to spend any money. It's like
fair,
almost free.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
But the only problem with that, guys, is like if JJ's terrible, like and legitimately terrible, right? And you have to go and you didn't spend much, but you don't get if you don't get the production from him, like you need a third guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's really what you need. You need to go get another one and someone who's got some veteran feel to it that can, like, go get Joe Flacco. And then,
oh man, I would love Joe Flacco to play on
he
the
might
Vikings.
be the starter.
Oh my gosh, that would be incredible. He'd just be bombing it to JJ or Justin Jefferson all day. I love Joe Flacco. He would be amazing on our roster.
Wow, that'd be like wow. All right, going back. So we had a comment here. Greenard's agent said if they can make a deal on the contract, they're close with Philly.
I don't want that. No.
You don't want to trade with Philly?
No, because we're gonna get shafted, and completely legally shafted. Like, because the one thing that like Howie does really well as a GM is he does things completely 100% legally, but somehow it always feels like he's stealing and does something illegal.
There's
but
nothing to see here.
And somehow, he gets away with it, and I respect him for it, but hate it when it involves me. Like when it involves like what we traded for Bradford, a first round for Bradford coming off of like
excuse me.
All of that is just like what he does. I don't understand how he's able to do it, and he does it. I don't want to be involved with a trade with him because he's good, and we're gonna give up way too much for that, and it's not gonna be even.
Yeah.
So I don't want it for that reason alone. If it's a fair trade, I'll take it. But my leaning it's not going to be, and it's gonna screw us over.
It's always a fair trade with the Eagles. Nothing to see here. All right. Speaking of hate and vitriol and all those words that I can think of, let's talk about the Packers. All right, the Packers free agency here. Obviously, a couple of splash moves here recently. So, Trev, what are your thoughts? Obviously, you're excited by some of these moves from some of your content as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, so there's no humongous moves here, in my opinion. They're just solid moves. Except for the wooden one, he's the loss, right? We lost him in the trade, isn't that right?
Oh, did they lose him?
Yeah, it's the trade with Franklin.
They could have.
Yeah. So
okay.
Let's just I'll need the Vikings fans' opinion on.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I got you.
But let me just go with the Franklin trade. I mean, we traded a depth defensive tackle for basically a starting linebacker. Now, he was great in 2024. He was not great last year. They say his coverage isn't good. Now, it was hard to lose. Another guy on there that we lost was Quay Walker. That guy is hard to lose, in my opinion. There's Packer fans are up and down whether they like him or not. I really liked him. I wanted him back. But when you talk about bringing back Sean Ryan, Franklin's got to play good this year to like really prove it. But the St. Just, that guy is a massive upgrade for us.
Oh yeah,
and it's one man's. It's not even trash. It's another man's treasure. It's that the Chargers are loaded at cornerback, and that was the guy who was expendable. He plays on the outside. I am so excited about having him come and play for us because it just adds depth to us. I'm very excited. The Sky Moore one is a small one, but it can pay off huge dividends. I think he's just a good kick returner. That's all he's going to need, and he has played wide receiver, significant minutes, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. So if we get injuries, having a guy like Sky Moore does not hurt us at all. He's got the experience, the opportunity. Now, has he been great with those teams? No, he's fled moments where he flashed really good. But the kickoff return piece, I'm really excited because now Golden doesn't have to do it. I'm still surprised we haven't had Keyshawn Nixon doing kickoff returns. I'm a little confused on that one, but adding Sky Moore does not hurt us at all. But here's the crazy thing, everyone, about what we've done, and I just posted this on Twitter. Former Packer players got paid. Quay Walker, 3 years, $40.5 million. Elton Jenkins got 2 years, $24 million. I think 20 of it's guaranteed. Malik Willis is getting like 2 years for $44 million. Romeo Dobbs gets 3 years at 49, and then Rasheed Walker goes to the Browns, and 4 years and $80 million. I'm like, what? I don't know.
I thought Malik was actually going to get more than $20 million a year, didn't you? I thought he was going to get like 30 at least per year.
Yeah. There's a rumor saying that he did get offered that and he declined it because it was like a team like Cleveland or someone like that.
I thought it was with the Jets that he didn't want
the Jets. That's right, correct.
Career
but
suicide.
Is he going to have a really good year with the Dolphins though? Like
I think. Okay, here's the thing about why I think he's going to have a pretty good year with the Dolphins.
With the Packers.
Jeff Hafley is the coach.
Yeah, with the Packers.
So he knows what this guy can do. He's been in the room. He's been in the meetings. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of like that combo. I like that he went and got, you know what? If there's a guy that I want to kind of gamble on, so to speak, let's do that. And I thought he played really good for us. So there's a possibility. I mean, you can't get any worse than Tua. Okay. So it's nowhere but up from here. Okay.
I love this here. Hargrave only had 3.5 sacks last year. Maybe Green Bay overpaid for him.
It's possible. What do you guys think as Vikings fans? That's what I want.
I'll say something about Javon Hargrave. I think he kind of underperformed last year because of the scheme that he was in. When he left, he left with a note to everyone saying that he didn't like playing in the Flores defense. And I remember when he was on the Eagles and on the 49ers, and he was a beast over there. And I think that he wasn't utilized his greatest potential on the Vikings, but I do think that he definitely is going to do really well with the Packers. Another guy I was going to say something about is St. Juste. He was a former Gopher, and when he got drafted by Washington, he looked amazing there. I was like, man, I wish the Vikings would have picked up St. Juste or drafted him at least. But the one thing I'll say about St. Juste is he's pretty handsy, so you're going to get a lot of holding calls from St. Juste.
Yeah, my one of my best friends is a diehard Chargers fan, and he's like, I think you're going to like him. We just didn't have room for him, and so we'll see what happens. Maybe it's terrible, but I'm excited. The Hargrave one is the one that I don't know. Like, I want to get a Jalen Carter. I wanted to get a Maxx Crosby. Can you imagine one of those guys paired up with Parsons? It's game over. You know what I mean? Now it's a dream and it was a hope, and I know it wasn't going to happen. But or Trey Hendrickson. I would have loved any of those combos. That would have been epic. But
do you have any draft capital to give up? Like, do you have 2 firsts to give up?
No, we just gave it away for Parsons, right? So, and maybe Crosby now only is a couple seconds or something. I don't know.
Well, we'll talk about they got to adjust.
I want to talk about that in a second.
The only thing is, I just hope that the Bears don't get Maxx Crosby. Like, that's. At the end of the day, this is great and everything. I just do not want Maxx Crosby going to the Bears. Go anywhere. When he went to the Ravens, I was so excited. I'm like, yes, not the Bears. You know what I mean? And
how about the Lions with Maxx Crosby? How crazy would that be with Aiden Hutchinson and Maxx Crosby? Holy cow!
All right, let's go ahead and talk about it then. The Maxx Crosby trade to the Bears rumors. Obviously, we talked about that, last week a little bit as well, and it didn't come to fruition. And then I was actually I was at the gym and I saw this come across that the Ravens were rescinding the offer, and so he's back on the market. Now, obviously, with all of the signings the Raiders made, maybe he stays. I think it's just kind of posturing. I think he wants out somewhere. It sounds like maybe the Cowboys have pivoted. They're out. And it may be the Bears. The Bears may be the team. Obviously, as they say, yesterday's price is not today's price. And if the Bears can get Maxx Crosby for a 1 and a 2 or a 1 and 3, I'll run to the till, and I'm going to take that. I think he's a top level athlete. Now he does have, I think he's got the second most snaps of a player of his how many years of playing that he's had. Like, he's got crazy, like was it 6,000 snaps or something like that? He's got a ton of snaps. So there's wear and tear. Obviously, there's injury, but he is a top level athlete, and
100%.
And he wants to be in Chicago. He wants to be with Caleb.
He does.
He wanted to be in Baltimore.
No.
Yeah,
he went on. Caleb went on his podcast and he just gushed over him. So
he wants to play with Lamar Jackson. That's what he wants to do.
He wants to get paid.
True.
Will likely stay in Raider Nation. I don't think so. I think
they can pay.
You know why they want look at what they got behind them now. He'll probably want to stay now.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they still, even with him, they'll fit under the salary cap with how much money they had to spend. the Raiders. Obviously, the Raiders chat sports. So of course, the Raiders are going to say they're going to keep him because they don't want to say, "Oh, he's definitely gone," because then obviously it's all negotiation.
Yeah.
And my guy King Poles is making some deals. He's making some deals, and I think he's going to be a Bear.
What's his name?
King Poles.
Oh boy.
I did want to shout out.
Now he King Poles. Ain't that a bitch?
Tell you what, when you turn a 7th round running back, a 7th round and running back into just an amazing running back, Monangai. I mean, there's nothing really right now that Ryan Poles cannot do. 7th letter.
He been not doing it for 4 years in a row, and they finally got a coach from the Lions that he saw whooping on his ass lately, and he takes my team philosophy over to Chicago. Now look.
Well, speaking of whooping ass, let's just shout out to Chris here, as a Seattle Seahawks fan. Obviously they did in 2025 with winning the Super Bowl. And they're losing a lot of players, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah. You just never know. Obviously, that's kind of your second team, Trev. So you followed the Seahawks as well. But anything could change from year to year. And obviously, if you follow me on Twitter, going back and forth with Packer fans, and everybody's saying, well, there's going to be a drop off. Congrats to your 1 year wonders. Anybody on that thinks that the Bears are a 1 year wonder, as many people on Twitter, they are non-ball knowers. They don't know ball. Come on.
I do think your Bears are good, and they deserved the turnaround from this year to last year was honestly phenomenal. So I want to give them props for there. I just said,
Joseph,
in the playoffs, they're not an elite team, and when they ran into an elite team, they almost beat that elite team because of weather, not because of a great team. So if these draft picks hit, if you land a guy like Maxx Crosby, this could change the narrative, and so maybe the Bears would be able to be, more than a one-hit wonder. I just want to see it more than 1 year. Before I kind of deem it as contenders. I don't think they're contenders. I think they're playoff potential for sure. I just don't know if they're contenders yet.
All right.
That's a nice thing. I said nice things.
That was a nice thing. I'm gonna let you have that. So Jay has some good questions here. Do we think the Raiders or Ravens?
Ravens, 100% the Ravens. They signed Hendrickson within 24 hours.
They saw Hendrickson was out there, and they were like, "Oh, he
and he's cheaper, and they keep their picks. It's all on the Ravens."
Well, and so it's interesting. I don't know who leaked it or whatever, but supposedly they were going to try to pair Hendrickson and Maxx Crosby together. I think that was absolutely bogus. That was not going to happen. But that was the rumor. I think that was probably trying to cover their tracks and say, "Oh yeah, no, we did want Max, but nah." But yeah, I think you're right, Dre. Get him cheaper and no draft picks. Absolutely.
Yep.
Rossini said long-term Crosby knee, not the 2026. That 3 different doctors look at the knee physical images. So that I'm not sure what that means. That they don't think he's going to play in 2026.
Basically, it was a technicality. They got 3 doctors to look at it, and they're like, "Well, long term, it's probably not going. Who knows? It might not be." It was a technicality. That's why people are so mad about this.
Because
I'm not mad.
It's not like they had they didn't technically do anything wrong aside from just professional courtesy. They didn't break rules. They did it legally, which is just the stupid aspect of it, because it's just it makes, honestly, I think I've seen reports of no team really wants to ever deal with them ever again, because, well, not ever, but at least for the foreseeable future, just because this is just backing out on it. It's you had a handshake on it, everything was good, and then you back out at the last second. That's unless they get a new
screwed over Maxx Crosby so bad. I mean, his draft stock went down because I don't know. I feel bad for Maxx Crosby in all this.
He's still going to get paid. So,
I mean, for sure,
but I'm with you guys. I think like if he stays with the Raiders, I think they're gonna like think about all the talent they've just acquired. They're getting I think this young man that they're gonna draft at quarterback number 1. I think he's legit. I just watching his interview, I was like, wow, this guy's poised. He's wise above his years. Like they were asking him which team gave him the most trouble, and he was like Miami because they had 2 NFL quality defensive ends that came at me. I had to I just really was impressed with him. So I can see that they might make the biggest jump from one year to a next just with the free agents, and then they still have the draft to go on.
And Clint Kubiak.
Okay.
True.
Absolutely. So I did have one thing I wanted to kind of piggyback. Obviously, Dre, you said not technically wrong, a team that didn't do anything technically wrong or now, and technically, the NFL, we talked about this last week, seventh letter. Technically, the NFL did not do anything wrong, but the Bears do not receive compensatory picks in the draft with Ian Cunningham becoming the GM of the Atlanta Falcons. It's absolutely egregious. It's one of the dumbest things. You have a rule and you say, well, we have someone else above Ian Cunningham, but then you have Ian Cunningham saying he's the GM, he's making the moves, and then that person above, who happens to be Matt Ryan, saying, well, no, Ian Cunningham's going to be making all the decisions. The NFL somehow decides, nah, the Bears don't receive picks. It's absolutely egregious, and I don't know how you explain this at all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can kind of explain it. I'm not surprised because given
NFL
how
can do what they want.
Kirk Cousins legitimately said it like in an interview when he got signed by the Falcons that like they talk like 3 days prior before they're supposed to.
Yeah, but that's hearsay. All you can say.
It's not here. Like, it wasn't hearsay though. He legitimately said it, and
correct. But that you can kind of say, oh, I misspoke. You know, obviously those things. This is actually literally this is a rule. And literally, he is the GM. He was promoted. I don't know. I get it. You know, I probably would have given Vikings for that as well. But
no, I do think. Don't get me wrong. I do think you should have gotten it, just like we should have. I'm just not surprised that the NFL is not doing anything about it.
I mean, obviously, you shouldn't have a rule like this, but there's a rule like take the win. I wonder if they didn't do it because they didn't want to draw attention to how, how little they've really done overall. I don't know. I mean, that's just kind of me. Maybe that's me as a Bears fan talking here, but
also Brady shouldn't be involved as much as he is from the media side when he's a partial owner of a team, but somehow he's able to get away with it. So I don't. I don't disagree with you. It's more of just like it's the system, unfortunately.
But
speaking of
these picks, though, like, do they ever pan out? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think
third round draft picks.
Yes. No, it's.
Why would you think that they would have gotten the Bears would have gotten a third?
Well, the Packers are going to get
third-round draft picks. It would have been in consecutive years, 2 third-round draft picks, and yes, third-round draft picks pan out.
Right, that's huge. I was thinking 6th-round draft pick. So, yeah, 2027, it looks like the Packers are going to get a 3rd rounder for Malik Willis and for Walker and 4th rounders for Dobbs and Quay Walker. That's awesome.
All I can think is the NFL hates the Chicago Bears.
Amen to that.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, we got a 3rd for Sam Darnold, I think. Isn't that where we got that extra 3rd, Dre?
I think so, yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But
I don't know if we're getting anything for Daniel Jones either. I don't remember.
All right, I have one last question that everybody's been asking. I wanted to get to. So the last question is, and I'm going to start with you, 7th letter. Which division team improved the most so far?
I'm going to say Hey, man, I think we're all about a little equal.
Oh, come on.
No, you know why? Because you lost
here.
so much. You did make some signings, but you lost the center, and you replaced.
Fair.
With, it's a pretty precipitous.
There's a huge drop off there.
Yeah, it's pretty precipitous, the drop off in the middle. And the way I understand how Ben Johnson plays, he's always had a center.
I'll take precipitous if it's center too. I'll take precipitous if it's raining championships in Chicago.
Listen, man. You know what? This year, anybody that went into the playoffs
has Bradbury done that for any team at this point?
Never.
That's fair.
And he had the chance.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he was in the Super Bowl. Oh, here we go. I love this. A Vikings saying that the Bears have done improved the most so far. So, what say you, Dre? What about you? Do you think the Bears have done the most so far?
I mean, actively, yes, they have done the most amount of moves. I'll say that. The thing is, I can't say that the Vikings have done, I can't even compare them because they haven't done it. Like he said, that's fine. I'm okay with them not doing much. So it's, I think everyone kind of did a decent amount. I think for me, the one trade or one signing that I actually kind of makes me a little nervous at this point, honestly, is Pacheco in Detroit. Mostly just because, while he wasn't the same after his injury, I do think he's pretty nasty when he can be really good. And how I see it, how I see it is almost instead of Sonic and Knuckles, I kind of see it as a Sonic and Shadow type of thing potentially happening there. That kind of worries me a little bit. If he could be really because he runs angry. The way he runs, if he's at full speed, I'm a little nervous about it. So that's I'll say the Lions just because of that pickup alone.
Wow. All right.
Because I like Pacheco.
All right. See, Joseph agrees with you. The Lions, easy. What about you, Skull Geek?
Okay, so I actually think the Packers did the most in free agency. Ooh. Not just from the people that they picked up, but if you look long term, like RevTrev was talking about, they got rid of. They were able to have Malik Willis sign somewhere, Quay Walker sign somewhere, Elgin Jenkins signing somewhere. So all those compensatory picks next year is going to put them way ahead of everybody else in the NFC North from a free agency standpoint.
Tell you what, Packers are in a rebuilding year for 2027, Trev.
I've been watching you keep on posting that on Twitter, and I just keep laughing. I'm like, oh, he's egging them on so good. And it's hook, line, sinker.
It is.
They get so mad at you, man. And I keep thinking I would just respond every time, and I haven't yet because I already know. But I would say we're revamping, and every good team just needs a revamp. We just need to retool, revamp. And I do like the changes we've made. I do think we've lost some solid guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here saying we easily won the offseason so far, blah, blah, blah. I just like that we're tweaking things and it could make the big differences. I think when it comes to your Bears, Andy, just a heads up on that, the center with Dahlman, I think that's significant, but you kept telling me how good Edmonds was and how great he was, God's gift to football, especially linebacker. Then you also lost your best wide receiver, and I'm sitting there going, see, I understand you got some good players coming in return, and I think Bryant's great, but you've lost a lot too, and I kind of feel like that for us as well. We gained a little bit, but we lost a lot.
Yeah, but Andy doesn't get a comp pick for Dahlman. He doesn't get a comp pick for DJ Moore.
I agree.
And you got comp picks for all of those guys that left.
I think you're right about the compensatory picks, but if you're just talking this season, if we got better, I think I don't know. Is Franklin better than Quay Walker? Probably not. Jenkins, I love Jenkins, and it's sad to see him go. But I had this really wise person once say to me, the best ability is availability. And
that was me. I think that was
that was you, Andy. And so I'm just thinking there's some guys there. I mean, we lost Rashawn Gary as well. So that's tough. That's tough. But I'm not saying that we're worse. I actually like the moves we made. It's just hard for me to say easily, no doubt, it's a Packers. I'm kind of with seventh letter, and I'm just going to say, you know what? I kind of like a lot and disliked a lot from each team. And really hard for me to say.
I think that's a good point. Obviously, I was thinking the Bears were going to make a few more splash plays. I do like what they've done, but obviously they haven't done the huge, Maxx Crosby stuff yet. Maybe they will. Maybe this time next week they will have done that. But I'm actually now surprisingly fighting on Twitter with Bears fans. They're like, well, basically saying Ryan Poles is doing nothing. I'm like, get out of here with that. I would rather, be calculated and do the right moves than, be a team. Obviously, the Raiders have made all these moves, but they had to spend all this money. They had to get to a certain amount.
Yeah. And already past winning the preseason. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the free agency. Y'all built a pretty good squad over there. Like, all you got to do is get a couple pieces and, build on that. And Caleb gets better, then you're in a much better position. So
absolutely, and that's why I like the DJ Moore trade. Obviously, it's a loss, but we have young receivers that have really built a rapport with Caleb, and then we get a second round pick, which is a starter. So obviously, if we don't trade for Maxx Crosby, we have another starter. Whether that they're probably going to whether that's an edge. If they don't get Maxx Crosby, they'll probably target an edge.
It depends who you get. The Packers drafted Lucas Musgrave in the second round. So it doesn't matter that you have the pick. It's who you pick with that pick. And so if you get a starter out of that, let's go, right? Uh-oh, who's this?
Did someone just sign?
Oh, Maxx Crosby just tweeted out just like about 20 minutes ago. Quote, everything happens for a reason. Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. I'm a Raider. I'm back. Run that
Let's go.
No, thanks. I don't. I'm not buying it.
Fake news.
He doesn't have to choose whether or not he's staying.
We saw like, damn, they put all that behind him. Good, bro. He should stay.
That's fake news. I think it's PR team
from his account.
No, okay. I'm not going to believe
it. Take the L, Abby. Take the L.
I'm not going to believe it. It's not dead yet.
He's not going to be a Bear.
Mostly dead, not dead yet.
I'm texting my Raiders fan right now. He's going to be so pumped.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, obviously, everything happens for a reason, and whether he's on the Bears or not, the Bears are running it back, especially as division champs, and I like where we're at now. Obviously, there's a lot left to do in free agency. Well, I appreciate everyone tonight. Lots of great comments, lots of great interaction here. Appreciate all of that. Wednesdays at 9:30 CST. Come back and join us again. Always have a great time. And, Dre, as we kind of close out, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Twitter X at Skullman Sports. Love coming on when I'm able to. So, it's a good time to be here. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, this time of year, there's optimism for everybody, and I know Skull Geek, you're optimistic all the time.
Absolutely.
Even when we're at training camp, and I'm telling you, JJ McCarthy is maybe not the guy, you were still positive.
Absolutely. I still believe in JJ McCarthy. I do think that we should have gotten a veteran quarterback last year that would have helped him a lot. But
absolutely.
I still believe that if they make the right moves this year, he'll look a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Where can everyone find you as we close out?
You can find me on Twitter X at SkullGeek. And I also wanted to say, just like I said last time, I own KhalilMack.com. AnthonyBarr.com and DanielHunter.com. So if anybody knows how to get a hold of their agents, I'd like to sell their domain names back to them.
Savvy. That's amazing.
Smart.
All right.
That's smart.
Definitely get a hold of you for that. And
you have another kid coming on the way. You need more cash.
more cash. Speaking of spending less cash, the Lions always seem to spend less cash, but obviously you always bring the juice. Seventh letter. Where can everyone find you?
Seventh letter 4, Twitter X, same OG, Instagram, Facebook. Pleasure to be with you guys this evening. Be safe. Enjoy the weather, I guess.
Absolutely.
From the bottom of the NFC North.
Foot not for long.
And definitely always enjoy you coming on as well. Trev, where can everyone find you as we close out?
You can find me everywhere. RevTrevNFL. Listen, it's worth the follow. It's worth the like. We have lots of fun, and we have lots of content. So I'm talking about me. I'm talking like, where am I? Multiple personalities here? I have no idea. Okay. That joke was worth the price of admission right there. RevTrevNFL.
Yeah, well.
Always enjoy that. Yes, you definitely have a lot of personality. One. And always enjoy you coming on as well. And you can find me on NFL Outdated on Twitter X, on YouTube, on Instagram, and Freezin 4 Pod on TikTok. And who knows? Maybe we'll have to end one of the shows. If the Bears get Maxx Crosby, we'll end one of the shows with a TikTok dance. Maybe we'll choreograph that together, guys. How about that?
If Maxx Crosby goes to the Bears, you win the offseason hands down.
Okay.
I love that. I love that for me. All right. Definitely appreciate everybody. Once again, this has been the Freezin NFC North Podcast, and we will catch you next week as free agency continues and all of that stuff. So thanks again, and we will have a great night, everybody, and bear down.
Go Pack, go.
Go.